Hello, everybody. Well, I was supposed to interview Santa Claus today. I got a letter from him. Unfortunately, he was busy making toys and such, which we know isn't true. We know the elves make them. So how can he be busy? If he's busy, he's eating something. Also, he knows who I am. He knows who everybody is. He wasn't too happy that I wanted to interview him once he found out. So I guess he's getting a new agent or something because he's not in the best of moods when he found that out. So anyway, I thought about making a letter to him, but then we always send a letter to him and we never get what we ask for. So what the heck? We'll do it this way, and I'll just give him my top two of my needs and my wants, and I won't get it, but at least it's on record, and we'll see what happens. That's all we can do, is just keep trying, and that's for anything and everything. So my number one needs. I need people to don't forget about the animals this year. Don't forget about the animals in the shelters. If you don't need a new pet at home, maybe help out the shelter in a different way. Go down and volunteer. Donate some money, donate some food, donate some blankets, some beds for the cats and dogs to sleep on. Um, if you're looking for a pet, these pets, they could use a loving family, good warm home. So don't forget about them. Like I said, you can go down there and donate your time. You can donate some money, whatever you need to do. But don't forget about it. And my number one wants. Well, seems how when I was a kid, I asked for a Barbara Eden doll. And all I got was a chunk of coal in my stocking with a letter from Santa Claus. Well, let's just put it this way. The words were not for kids. Hey, at least I tried. Who didn't want a Barbara Eden doll? I dream of Jeannie. Anyway, I'll be realistic this time. And all I want is a cell phone that I never have to charge up. Damn, I keep buying charging cords after charging cords after charging cords. I mean, spend more money on charging cords than I do anything else, I think. And it seems like the phone needs to be charged up every 3 or 4 hours. I thought they were supposed to be new. All these new phones are supposed to be, lasting forever. Batteries forever. Nope. Not even close. But hey, I can ask, right? That's all I can do is ask. Number two on the needs. Talking about shelters, don't forget about the homeless. They need volunteers down there this time of year. They need food, they need blankets, they need clothing, they need shoes. And there's all kinds of different shelters out there for people that are in need. So if you have extra, give. If you don't have extra, maybe volunteer. I'll just try and do the best and help out each other. We'll get through this all right. Number two wants. I want a pair of shoes that last forever. And what I mean by that is you find a pair of shoes or a pair of boots. They fit perfect. Comfort is perfect. About 6 months to a year, you got to get a new pair. And guess what? They don't make that anymore. They don't make that style anymore. That's about the same with everything. You go to buy tires for your new vehicle. They don't make those tires anymore. They sold too many of them. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. But it drives me crazy. You know, I buy a pair of boots every year, and I go down to get the same pair of boots, and they don't have them. They don't make them. It doesn't make sense to me, and people wonder why they're not making money. You quit making things that people are buying. I don't understand that. New tires for my truck, they don't make those tires anymore. They, one of the top selling brands, I know they were. Talked to quite a few drivers about it. All you can do is all you can do, I guess. That's why I'm not the boss. I have no understanding of that. But anyway, yeah, a good pair of shoes that'll last forever. That would be nice. You always know what you're putting on every day. Anyway, that's about four things that, well, two things I think will happen. The needs I think will happen. I know people are good people. They're going to come out. They're going to help the shelters. Whether they're animals, whether they're humans. Um, you know, I think everybody loves to help out, you know, when they can. A lot of us are down this year, but we're still going to help out, I think. I think a lot of people are still going to go do the things that they normally do when they can. Um, like I said, the pets need loving homes. You know, just make sure you get the right pet. You live in an apartment, don't get a Great Dane. You know, you have a hyper dog, make sure you have a backyard. Fenced in backyard so they're not running out in the streets. You know, take care of your pets because they don't know better. They're going to run anywhere. Um, don't forget the homeless shelters. People in need. You know, see a lot of people standing out there with the signs and stuff. And you always hear comments about how they're not being truthful and stuff. And maybe I'm sure there's people out there not being truthful about it. But there's also a lot of people out there now with everything going on that do need. And so if you have extra, don't be afraid to give. You know, you'd be surprised how much you don't need that you thought you did need. It's trying times for everybody. We all just pitch in a little bit. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. But anyway, this is just a short video. Like I said, uh, Santa Claus is coming to town one of these days. And the kids will be happy. Everybody's got their Christmas trees up, Christmas lights. I remember when I was a kid growing up, my dad's house had 10-foot ceilings in them. We used to go to the market. We always bought a real tree. And we always had to buy the biggest tree because we had 10-foot ceilings. But we always had to trim it down. You know, my dad would trim it down because couldn't get it in the house. Luckily we had the parlor doors. They opened, two doors that opened out. And so that tree would come through there and it'd be right in front of those doors during Christmas. And nothing like it. You know, you get the bucket, get the dirt, get the water, and you had to water it every day. Being that it's a real tree, you got pine needles on the floor all over the place. That was Christmas, you know. Decorating the tree with icicles. You know, not real icicles, of course. You know, the bulbs that are handed down from generation to generations. And then the Christmas lights. To me, the Christmas lights was, you know, like the icing on the cake. It was, Christmas lights were brighten it all up, made you smile, gave you a glow. But of course, in our house, my dad didn't put any presents under the tree until Christmas Eve night, because we opened our presents on Christmas morning. And there was 8 kids in the family. My dad was self-employed, pretty much, and didn't make much money. But come Christmas, he took care of us. You know, we would wake up in the morning, and he'd have a Christmas stocking at the foot of our bed, just filled, little toys, candy. just filled. I mean, jam-packed full, everybody. And you'd go out to the tree and couldn't see nothing but presents. And my dad was an early riser. He was up, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 in the morning every day. You know, I don't know if that was from the Navy days or what, but he would get up early. And but we couldn't open presents till he got up. And for the life of me, I could never understand when I was a kid. My dad would never get up till about noon on Christmas Day. I was probably a little bit earlier than that, but it seemed like noon to me. But you know, I used to think, well, you know, this guy's up at 6 o'clock every morning here this Christmas, and every year he don't get up till like noon. Not realizing that he was up all night long wrapping these presents. You know, yeah, it was good times. You always try to think of the good times, you know. But you know, even back then, things you asked for from Santa, most time you didn't get. But as kids, you didn't think about how much they cost. So, uh, you know, but you know, back then, I mean, most of us asked for like models, you know, model airplanes, model cars, baseball gloves or bats and stuff like that. We didn't have the cell phones and the computers and stuff like that. So there was, you didn't ask for anything that was totally outrageous back then, like you can now. Um, but you know, still, you know, Dad always come through. I'd usually end up with a race car set, uh, or or a train set. You know, I got a guitar once, I think. So just stuff like that that I didn't think of. That you know, when he got it for me, it was like, oh yeah, you know, this is cool. You know, I'm glad I got this. So yeah, I mean, so I'm hoping everybody out there is going to have a good Christmas. You just do the best you can. You work it out. You know, as you get older, you realize it's not about the presents, just for the kids. The kids are the ones that need the presents. The kids are the ones that need the smiles, need the happiness, need to laugh. You know, so for us adults, we need something, we go out and buy it. You know, plain and simple. Uh, when I was married, we didn't have any kids, so and we would buy each other little presents, but you know, most stuff we need, you just went out and bought it anyway. So um, it wasn't like it was when you were a kid. But you know, it's going to be a good Christmas. Everybody's going to have a good Christmas. We're going to get through this, and everybody's going to come out smiling. Uh, just remember, turn on the Christmas lights. For some reason, the Christmas lights to me just kind of make it, you know, make you smile, make you want to laugh inside, make you want to sing some Christmas carols. Even if you're like me and you can't carry a tune, you scare the cat away when you start singing. it, the lights just do it for you, you know. Sit home and watch some of the Christmas movies, some of the comedy ones, and get into it. You know, don't forget about the old classics. You know, but anyway, I'm running at the mouth here. Back to Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus was kind enough. She sent some cookies, but from a friend of mine that I gave a cookie to said, I wouldn't recommend it for you. Um, I didn't know that they passed the marijuana law up in the North Pole, and I don't think Mrs. Claus made the cookies. I think some of the elves made the cookies. If you understand what I'm saying, that if you eat the cookies, it's kind of like the brownies in my day, I guess. You know, if you ate the brownie, yeah, it was a fun night, I guess, sometimes. Um, but I don't drink. I don't do drugs anymore. I don't drink anymore. I quit drinking a good 14 years ago. So I'll just donate the cookies. A friend of mine will eat them and let him have a very Merry Christmas, I guess. But anyway, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas out there. Santa Claus will be here. I'm sure he'll have his shots and he'll be safe to come inside and drop the presents off. Rudolph and the rest of the reindeer, they're in good shape. They're ready to rock and roll. So listen, have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year's. Be safe. Love each other. God bless.